Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. I just got to let you know something, family, because I'm in the middle of doing something in my own temple right now. And I have to share this because this isn't the first time Spirit has put it on me, but Spirit wants me to share it now. Because in your spiritual house, when you're walking down this journey, right? We've been in the spiritual kitchen. We've been in that kitchen. But let me ask you something so serious. You're walking around your spiritual house. You're walking around your own house. And you're asking Spirit, you're telling Spirit in the universe that you want more than what you have. But you're not changing anything that you're doing concerning what you have right now. How can you expect Spirit to give you something when you're not taking care of what you're already given? You're asking, for example, you're asking for Spirit to put you in a bigger, better house when you're not even keeping up with the one you have. You're letting it stay dirty. You're not keeping it clean. You're throwing trash all over the floor. You're letting other people treat your place like shit without putting them on the checking board. What do you expect is going to come of that? If you're in the kitchen and you don't know how to cook, you got all the ingredients and you got the recipe book right there. You start doing the recipe, but then you realize you got a little bit more ingredients and you want to start dip-dabbing here and there. What did you just do? You just changed the recipe. Now it's not going to taste the same. It's the same thing. Spirit has given you everything that you need in order to get what you want to get to the next level. Excuse me. Spirit has already given you what you need. The problem is you're not being responsible for what you know. I need you to think about that because I'm being so real right now because a lot of people don't even understand how valuable that is and how much that's holding you back. You have to be responsible for what you know. So if you know that what you want is something better than where you're at, something bigger, cleaner, nicer than where you're at, why don't you start living that where you're at now so that Spirit can take you well beyond where you need to go? Everything starts right now with where you are, with you and your mindset. And a lot of people don't want to be responsible for what they know. That's why they're not getting where they want to be or as far as to where they need to be. That's why they don't claim responsibility for their actions. If you know that in order for you to get the best the Spirit and the universe has for you, you have to buckle down and you have to tighten up your game. But yet you don't change anything to tighten up your game. Don't expect the universe or Spirit to do anything that you're asking. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. That's just how it works. You can't always, and I've said this before, you can't always keep withdrawing from the bank if you're not making any damn deposits. Because the bank, some banks, they'll let you go a little bit. You know, you're down to zero. Some banks will let you get in the negative a little bit before they're just like, bro, we ain't got you no more because you ain't doing anything for us. Now let me hit home right quick. If you're expecting something different, but you're not doing anything different, whose fault is that really? Whose fault? That's your own fault. That's you trying to pawn off responsibility on somebody else when the responsibility is your own for not being disciplined enough in some or all aspects of your life. Let's just be real about it. And I'm sorry, it's a harsh reality, but it's a reality all the same. And it's a reality that's there for all of us. We're all responsible for what we know. Reading the recipe book. Thank you, Spirit. Knowing you have the recipe book. Reading the recipes and following the recipes are different things. Just because you know how to cook doesn't mean you're cooking something edible. And just because you made something edible doesn't mean that it's good. That's going to go over some of y'all's head how deep that really goes. And that just doesn't apply to food. You need to put as much forward as you're asking to be put forward for you. Some people are asking people for things and expecting people to do things or be a certain way when you're not even changing how you are, how you treat people, what you say, what you're doing, how you're behaving in your own house. Know that what you do in the dark comes to light. What's done behind doors always in some way, shape, or form comes in front of it. So what are you really doing? What are you really doing? Are you letting moments of anger rule your life and now you done put salt in a recipe that requires none? Now that dish isn't edible anymore. If you're serious about where you're going and what you're doing, the many levels of this, you're going to have to focus. You're going to have to get some kind of discipline and start small. You're going to have to be responsible for what you know and understand that when Spirit is giving you the cookbook, baby, you don't need to do nothing but cook because the ingredients are already there for you. All you have to do is put them together, baby. That's all you have to do. Because then once you start moving in what you know and being responsible for what you know, once Spirit in the universe knows you can follow the cookbook, then you'll start writing the recipes. I said something good, and I know I said something good. Too many of us are so ready to eat at everybody else's house. You ready to eat somebody else's cooking so bad and take home a plate when that ain't even the recipe the Spirit made for you. That's the recipe Spirit made for them. That's the cookbook that was given to them by the universe. You're so busy trying to read everyone else's cookbook when you don't even realize one was made just for you, for your taste buds, for your spectacular phenomenalness. One was made just for you. When you get to the point where you're noticing that you're not moving how you're supposed to be moving, correct yourself. Because see, that's the thing. When you're responsible for what you know. So when you know that you're starting to do things the wrong way, you take responsibility for that and you don't beat yourself up about it. You correct the course. See, this is a journey. This isn't a damn beatdown session. Sometimes you don't know that you're starting to veer off the road because you don't have your headlights on and it's dark out. You don't know the light's gone out on the right side of your car. You don't know that. See, and once you figure it out, you do that correct adjustment. You get the light, you drive a little different to compensate for that, till you get both lights so you can see fully down the road. It's the same idea. It's the same thing. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. It's not quantity, it's quality. We're in such society now where you feel like you need to look at something that's talking to you. But yet and still you ain't even paying attention to it, because what you want to look at, you're being distracted by other things. But what's really happening is your ears are what need to be doing the watching, the listening, the paying attention. Your ears need to be doing all of that. Because sometimes when you watch with your eyes, your ears ain't paying attention because you're letting your eyes too busy wandering around. You're multitasking and you're busy. Another conversation for another time. I give thanks. Spirit, I give thanks. I'm going to get back to what I was doing. Folding up my clothes, my laundry. I just got back in town and doing my thing. But I had to share this with you, because Spirit didn't give me this for no reason. Be responsible for what you know. What you're asking Spirit for, make that your life now as best as you can. That way Spirit knows, that you're not saying, I'm just waiting till I get this to do better. I'm just waiting till I get a bigger house to clean up every day. It'll be worth it when I get a bigger house. I'm just waiting till I get a yard to pick up this trash off my porch. I'll do that when I get a bigger yard. Get your ass outside and take up that trash around wherever it is, the domicile that you live in. Do that. Because when you keep up what you have, Spirit will give you always more than what you need. Understand what I said. If you keep up what you have, you'll always get more than what you need. Spirit will make a way for you. The universe will make sure that it happens. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. We're done. We're done. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I give thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, thumbs upping, sharing. But mostly I do appreciate you for crossing this path. Because this path that you've crossed, it isn't one for everybody. Because understanding in my purpose and those that have crossed my path, you understand that you're on something higher than this. You're choosing for something higher than what you're doing right now, and you know you are. Because you're listening to this. Not everybody is chosen. Everyone's phone rings, but not everybody picks it up. I love you, family. Peace.